This is a $500 billion crown prince. That's $500 billion, with a T, more than Elon and Bezos combined. But instead of building rockets or electric cars, he just inherited oil? That one's a $200 billion president. And over here, we've got a guy with a $33K official salary, who somehow has a ski resort in Sochi, a fleet of jets, and a palace with marble staircases and gold trim. But yeah, no assets. From gold-plated yachts to secret Swiss accounts, we're not talking CEOs, rappers, or athletes. We're talking about the guys who run countries and spend like Bond villains. One made his money in real estate, another through oil. And a few, let's just say the paperwork is missing. This isn't Forbes' billionaires list. It's the geopolitical version. The stakes are global, the assets are hidden, and the receipts burned. Stick around and subscribe. Because by the time we finish this list, you'll know more about global wealth than most finance bros, and none of it's in the textbooks. Let's talk about the 12 richest world leaders in 2025, where net worth is vague, yachts are mandatory, and power comes with a penthouse. This is Ilham Aliyev. He's got an estimated $500 million net worth, which, to be clear, is the starting bid at this world leader wealth auction. He's basically the store brand oil prince of the Caucasus. How'd he make his money? Officially, oil and gas. Unofficially, offshore assets linked to the family, like it's part of a seasonal portfolio. He's been in power since 2003 because democracy in Azerbaijan is more like theater. London townhouses, Dubai pads, and state-funded family vacations. Love that for him. His son was once listed as the owner of 9 mansions when he was 11. Invest early, I guess. He's been president since 1979, aka before Wi-Fi existed. That's not a figure of speech. That's literally 20 years before the first Google search. Estimated net worth? Around $600 million. Official income? A bit mysterious. Think national oil plus creative bookkeeping. His son, Minister of Vice and Instagram flexing, owns a Malibu mansion, Bugattis, a Gulfstream jet, and a collection of vibes that scream Tony Montana meets TikTok. And while most leaders worry about inflation or infrastructure, this family's debating which color Bentley to take to brunch. Srettha is new money, like Forbes list by real estate money. He actually made his $1.3 billion fortune before becoming PM. So in a rare twist, this guy was rich before he had state power. Refreshing, kinda. He ran a luxury real estate company called Sanzari, which sounds like a skincare brand but builds condos instead. His reported splurges are pretty tame. No gold thrones, no tiger rugs, just nice apartments. Give him time, though. The Dubai penthouse phase always comes later. Sheikh Tamim is what happens when a gas station turns into a country. Estimated net worth? Around $3 billion, depending on how deep you count the sovereign wealth. He owns the $500 million super yacht Al Lusail, which includes a full beach club, because swimming in the actual ocean? Bit too relatable. His family portfolio includes high-end real estate across London, New York, and probably a few places you didn't know were for sale. And then there's the $220 billion World Cup, aka the most expensive month-long flex in sports history. That's more than NASA's budget to get to Mars, just to watch Mbappe and Messi in air-conditioned stadiums. Number 8, Kim Jong-un. A guy who spends like Jeff Bezos and governs like Darth Vader.
You have failed me for the last time, Admiral. Captain Piet.
Yes, my lord.
Make ready to land our troops beyond their energy field, then deploy the fleet so that nothing gets off the system. You are in command now, Admiral Piet.
Net worth? About $5 billion, probably stored in gold bars under a mountain lair. He rolls in bulletproof Mercedes, owns private islands, and has enough Hennessy in storage to hydrate a rap tour. His wardrobe is half military cosplay, half luxury drop. His diet? Lobster, caviar, and foreign cheese flown in on private planes. Meanwhile, North Korea holds emergency meetings to discuss rice. But sure, let's call it a People's Republic. Now we pivot to Donny Titi. Net worth, $7 billion according to Forbes 2024. How'd he do it? Real estate, branding, and getting paid to slap his name on buildings he doesn't actually own. Peak capitalism. His gold-plated Boeing 757 is basically Air Force One if it were built by QVC. Mar-a-Lago? It's Versailles, but with golf carts and classified documents. And that NYC penthouse? 3 floors of marble, mirrors, and low-key mafia energy. Say what you want, but Trump turned bankruptcy into a lifestyle brand. This man monetized failure like it was Bitcoin. They call him Europe's last dictator, which is like being the last blockbuster. Impressive, but also deeply sad. Estimated net worth? Around $10 billion. Though officially, he probably claims he makes minimum wage. He's got mansions, a private ski resort, and a luxury jet fleet. Where's the money coming from? That's a mystery wrapped in a spreadsheet buried in a vault in Minsk. His real flex is pretending he's a man of the people, while sipping $5,000 vodka in a fur coat. Belarus is broke. Lukashenko is not. Weird how that works. Salman's sitting on roughly $18 billion. But let's be honest, that's just the personal stash. Saudi oil money goes deeper than the Mariana Trench. He's got private islands, palaces the size of airports, and a personal art collection that could fund NASA twice. You don't buy paintings. You buy Leonardo da Vinci paintings. When the family wants to chill, they fly the palace to them. Literally, they've flown furniture on cargo planes, because heaven forbid you sit on unfamiliar leather. MBZ is the crown prince of luxury meets authoritarianism. $30 billion net worth, mostly from oil and sovereign funds. His yacht rubdown could pass as a small country. Private jets? Obviously. Palaces? Dozens. Influence? Global. Abu Dhabi isn't a city. It's a showroom. And MBZ is the guy with the keys to everything. He's not loud about the money. He doesn't need to be. When your soft power budget rivals some nations' GDPs, the silence speaks for itself. The Sultan of Brunei is what happens when you mix oil wealth with zero impulse control. $30 billion net worth and a garage with over 7,000 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 1,000 7 times. He's got golden jets, a house that makes Buckingham look like an Airbnb, and pets that probably aren't legal anywhere else. This man collects everything. If you told me he owned the moon, I wouldn't blink. Ah, yes, Vlad, the man of mystery, muscles, and maybe $200 billion. He says he doesn't own much, but also has a $1.3 billion palace with a pole dancing room. Make it make sense. Watch collection, worth millions. Yachts? Obviously. Closet oligarch network that basically launders power? That too. He's not rich, he's can't Google my assets rich. You don't see the money, you see the shadows it casts. And now, the main event. MBS. Estimated net worth? Anywhere from $30 billion to $500 billion. Because when you own part of Aramco, numbers stop meaning things. He bought a $500 million yacht, a $300 million chateau, and a $450 million Da Vinci painting that disappeared. Dude buys like he's shopping in GTA with cheat codes on. He's modernizing Saudi Arabia while simultaneously living in a Game of Thrones side quest. Art, oil, and absolute power. The holy trinity of elite wealth. So yeah, some leaders build nations. Others build wine cellars, gold jets, and questionable art collections. In the end, wealth and power tend to hang out in the same clubs, preferably ones with a no-photo policy. Because if absolute power corrupts absolutely, it also shops at Louis Vuitton. Subscribe for more stories you won't find on the official record, but definitely in the offshore accounts. Like if this made you raise an eyebrow. And comment if it made you check your tax bracket.